You may often find yourself doing many different things, and while being busy can give the illusion of moving towards goals or some future success state, what do you need to be doing that will actually move the needle? A couple months ago, I asked myself 3 questions. The first being, what am I pointed towards? The second, what is stopping me from getting there? And the third, what activities do I need to be doing to get me there? It's been 2 months, and despite coming up with the answers to those questions, I haven't done any of them. Sometimes there's this undercurrent that we can find ourselves in, and it's easy to wake up and just do the most pressing things. Often, days and weeks can go by with lots of activities and tasks being checked off. But is what we're doing actually helping us move forward? What if all this activity is actually keeping us from true progress? I read this business book recently that was talking about this concept called thinking time. And the author seemed to suggest that most business owners are too busy putting out fires or dealing with short-term problems to ever really sit down and think about what it is that they need to be doing to move their business forward. And it was really convicting to me because I saw myself in that. So I chose to sit down and I chose to do this exercise and ask myself these questions. Ironically, even though I was able to get a lot of clarity about what was in my way, it was also really evident to me that the things that I was supposed to do were the very things that I just didn't want to do. I've been in video production for about 10 years now. And for the longest time, we've just had a landing page as a website. Most of my businesses come in through word of mouth, where we do a really good job for a client and they end up talking about us to their network and their friends. And so I've never really thought about the impact of having just a landing page as the website on our business. But recently I realized that we were getting a lot of the same questions from prospective clients. Questions about our portfolio, questions about the type of services that we offer. And I realized that there's just such a big opportunity. Maybe we're losing potential business because people are coming to our website and not seeing enough to convince them that we're serious. Sometimes things just get complicated, and it can be hard to know where to place your focus and emphasis. I'm in an interesting spot where I've just hired my first employee and just launched a completely new business venture, a media company called 12 Strands. And so there are a lot of things that are really trying to vie for my time and attention, and it can be easy to focus on things that don't actually end up moving the needle that much. And right now, in this phase of business, the only way to grow really is to increase our top line revenue. And the only way to get that top line revenue to increase is to take on more clients. So the thing that will move the needle for our business is to update that website. I find little phrases like move the needle really helpful because it gives me context for what I need to do, especially when I feel like procrastinating or doing something that won't actually help me move forward. The concept of moving the needle is this idea of being brutally honest with what you need to do and changing your sense of priority around it. Chances are it's daunting to do the task that is in front of you, and it very well may be daunting to finish that task, but it has to be done for you to move towards your goal. If you have no clue about what it is you need to do to move the needle, then I suggest sitting down and trying the thinking time exercise. Ask yourself really pointed questions about where it is you want to go, what's in your way, and what can be done to help overcome those obstacles. Taking the time to sit down and identify what it is that is in front of you is far more valuable than filling your time with things that don't get you towards your goal. Something I'm doing right now is building daily allocated times towards things that move the needle. And knowing that I'm prioritizing the right things gives me a lot of peace about the vision that I get to steward. So for the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be focused on making sure that this website gets completed and that we're ready to go. And I really hope that you're encouraged to find what will really move the needle for you. If you liked this video, you should check out this one where I talk about how to force yourself to focus even when you don't want to.